Well, good morning, everyone. The Gospels are kind of packed with so many amazing stories, these stories of the miracles that Jesus performed, healing the sick, curing the lame, raising the dead, the amazing teachings that Jesus provides us, teaching us how to live our lives in a way that is pleasing to God. And today we are treated with the genealogy of Jesus. Oh, hum. I think I messed up a couple of those names, by the way. But this really is an amazing story. First of all, Matthew gives us 42 generations. 42 generations. I don't know if any of you can trace your family tree back 42 generations. I mean, I have a cousin who's done this, ancestry thing, and she's gone back like 5 or 6 generations to the beginning of like the 19th century. Honestly, as I was thinking about this, it really sent me down a rabbit hole. Because when you go from Abraham to Jesus, it's a pretty straight line, right? From the ancestor to the descendant is a straight line. If you go the other way, it's not a straight line. I mean, think about it. We all have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents. If you go back 42 generations, it is an incomprehensible number. If you go back 20x grandparents, it's over 1 million for each of us. And then the family tree kind of comes back together to the original 2, Adam and Eve, of whom we are all descendants. That's this theory of relativity. We're all relatives from Adam and Eve. But back to the gospel. What Matthew is doing is he is rooting Jesus in humanity. Jesus is born into a real family. His family tree, a lot of familiar names and some that are not so familiar. A messy family, just like our families are. We talk, some of sinful people, just like us. Some of the sins are even enumerated here. David became the father of Solomon, whose mother had been the wife of Uriah. I'm not going to tell that story, but it's not the proudest moment in that family history. So Jesus is born into a human family, and Matthew is beginning his gospel by clearly identifying the humanity of Jesus. Jesus is a human being just like you and I. He's going to go on, spoiler alert, he's going to go on to reveal the divine nature of Jesus, born of a virgin by the power of the Holy Spirit. And he also talks about family. Family is not always biological, because it's Joseph he's in the line of David. Joseph is not he doesn't identify Joseph as the father of Jesus. He's the husband of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Now, I have no doubt that when Jesus was a little boy, he looked at Joseph and said, "There's my dad." Right? That's daddy. And so Joseph had that role of father to Jesus. But of course, God the Father is the Father of Jesus, as he is all of our fathers. And so this morning, as we approach the Feast of the Nativity, as we prepare to celebrate this incarnation, this fact that God loved us so much that he became one of us, let us reflect on the humanity of Jesus and be grateful also for the divinity of Jesus. And as we leave here today, may we strive to reflect that Jesus into the world as we encounter all the people whom we will encounter today.